Bảo Linh today she's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just texted me some minutes ago.
Oh, so
Yeah.
Baoling is sick.
Yeah.
Okay. And anyone else?
No, so far.
So far, okay. Hello, Knock 2. Hello, Knock 2. How are you, Knock 2?
I'm fine.
Good. And who else can I see? Hello, Fung Ni.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Fung Ni?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. Hello, Kang Ling.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Kang Ling?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good. Can everyone turn their cameras on, please?
Okay.
Okay, I can see you, Fung Ni. Thank you. I can't see. Now I can see you, Nok 2. Can't see Kang Ling yet. Hello, Tra Mi.
Hi, teacher.
How are you, Tra Mi?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm good, thank you. Have you had a good week, Tra Mi?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. How is the weather in Hanoi today, Tra Mi?
It is really hot, about 26 degrees.
Wow, that is hot. Very hot
Yes.
today. Yeah, okay. I can see you now, Kang Ling. Thank you. Although your picture was frozen. Can you hear me, Kang Ling? Hello, Kang Ling. Can you hear me okay?
Maybe she's logging in.
Yeah, I can see her. She was logged in before.
But
I think
okay. Yeah, she's forgot to. Yeah.
Okay, can you hear me now, Kang Ling?
Maybe my network is unstable.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, it is freezing a little bit. Oh, and we have a new student here, Mrs.
I think I told you yesterday about
Yes.
that, about
Yes.
Jen. I haven't
Bao Tran.
met her. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Hello,
And
Bao Tran.
turn on some camera. Okay.
Sorry, I can't turn on my camera.
Why?
Yeah, I'm outside. I'm outside family activity, so I can't.
Okay. Hopefully next time. Anyway, welcome to the class, Bao Tran. All right, and welcome everyone. So we will get started now, unless anyone has any questions before we start the class. Any questions? Okay. I will show you what we're doing. All right, so as usual, we're going to start with our fun phrase. We're going to look at some more confusables, practice some more word formation, and today we're going to do a speaking test. Okay, we're going to do a speaking test at the end, so you'll each get the chance to practice your speaking. And I will give you a mark for this later and send it to you during the week. So this is a good chance to just find out how far you have progressed with your speaking and where you need to improve. Okay, so we'll start with this week's fun phrase. Knock 2. Knock 2.
Yes.
Yes, what is the fun phrase, please, Knock 2?
Fun phrase of the week. Hang in there.
Yeah, hang in there. Hang in there. What does it mean, Knock 2?
This means don't give up.
Good. Means don't give up. Maybe some of you have heard this before. How do you use it? Fung Ni? Fung Ni.
Yes, learning English can be very difficult, and I thought about giving up, but my teacher told me to hang in there. The more that I practice, the easier it would get.
Good. Thank you. So hang in there just means don't give up. Don't stop. If someone says hang in there, hang in there. And again, this is a very common phrase in English. Very common. Hang in there. Just means don't give up. Okay. And we have one from last week, one fun phrase of the week, trami, trami, a
Yes.
blessing in disguise, trami. What does that mean? Can you remember?
I have forgot this.
Okay, it's all right. Kang Ling, Kang Ling,
Yes.
a blessing in disguise. Kang Ling, can you remember what this phrase means?
A blessing in disguise.
A blessing in disguise. We did this last week. A blessing in disguise. Can you remember what this means?
I will forget it.
You've forgotten. Okay, I'll ask everyone. Fung Ni,
Yes.
a blessing in disguise. Fung Ni, can you remember what this means?
This guy is like a good thing seem bad at first.
Yes, very good, Fung Ni. You remembered well. So everyone, a blessing in disguise is something that at first seems bad, but later on, it turns out to be good. So the example I gave was, if one day you miss the bus for school, which means you are late for school, so you missed the bus, so you think that's bad. But later you found out the bus had an accident and everyone was hurt. So it turned out to be a blessing in disguise for you. Does that make sense? Try me.
Yes.
Yeah, so blessing in disguise, something that is maybe you think is bad at first, but later turns out to have been a good thing. A good thing. All right, so that is blessing in disguise. And hang in there, Bao Trang. Bao Trang.
Yeah, I'm here.
What does hang in there mean, Bao Trang? What does it mean?
Don't give up.
Don't give up. That's great. Thank you, Bao Trang. Okay, everyone. So confusables, words which are pronounced the same but have different spellings and meanings. Okay, I'll get you to read them to me first, and then we can decide which word is correct. Knock two. Number one, please. Just read the whole sentence.
Both sides have a role to play.
Correct. Both sides have a role to play. Fung Ni, number two, please.
The clothesline has been pulled taut.
Correct. The clothesline has been pulled taut. Both those words are pronounced taut, even though they are spelled differently. Kang Ling, number three.
The rabbit's fur were short and silky.
The rabbit's fur was short and silky. Good. Again, both those fur words are pronounced the same. Try me. Number four.
The dog started to whine in the background.
Good. The dog started to whine in the background. And the last one, Bao Trang, number five, please.
The truck crashed into a pole.
This word here, the first, what, you missed one word out, Bao Trang.
A power pole.
Correct. The truck crashed into a power pole. So again, remember, each of these words in the sentence, they are all pronounced the same. Roll, roll, taut, taut, fur, fur, wine, wine, pole, pole. All right, so please in chat, you should remember how to do this by now, please send me the correct answer for each question. So Bao Trang, what you do with this is go into chat, okay, and just write number one and write the correct role for number one. Which role is correct? Then same for number two. So please, everyone, do all five at once. Okay, please don't send them to me one at a time. Please send me all five at once. Does this make sense, Bao Trang?
Okay.
Okay, good. Just check, see if anyone else has joined the class. Viet An, how are you?
Hello, teacher. I'm good.
Good, good. Okay, Viet An, so you know what we're doing?
Yes.
Okay, good. So please send me your answers in chat. Thank you. Okay, this shouldn't take you too long. Okay, who's first? Phong Ni, thank you. Okay, you are correct, Phong Ni. Okay, 5 out of 5. Bao Trang. Okay, you have 4 out of 5. Bao Trang, 4 out of 5. One of them is incorrect. Okay, 5 out of 5. Trami. Five out of 5. Knock 2. Five out of 5. Kang Ling. Okay, Viet An, just waiting for you, please. Okay, thank you, Viet An, and 5 out of 5 for you. Okay, so I think the only one maybe that you found difficult was number 2. But I'll just go through them all very quickly for you. Both sides have a role to play. This word role, knock 2.
Does.
Can you give me a synonym for this first role, please, that begins with P? Can you think of another word that means the same thing? Begins with P.
Rope. Must be.
Yeah, begins with P. A synonym for this word here, for this role.
I have no idea.
Okay. Phong Ni?
I have no idea.
Kang Ling, a synonym for this that begins with P, that also has 4 letters, only 4 letters. Yeah, for role, a synonym that begins with P, something that means the same thing.
I'm not quite sure about
You're not sure. Okay, everyone. So the synonym is part, P-A-R-T-E. Role and part mean the same thing. Both sides have a part to play. A role is also, by the way, what an actor or actress plays in a movie. For example, her role was to be the bad person, or her role was to be the good person. Her part in the movie was to be the bad person. Okay, so role and part are synonyms. This role here, of course, role means to turn something. So obviously, this one here is the correct answer. That was easy. Number 2, the clothesline has been pulled taut. The answer is number 1, as most of you got. This one here, taut, means tight. It's a synonym for tight. So if the clothesline has been pulled taut, it means it's been pulled tight, like that. Okay, means it is the opposite of loose. Loose and taut are opposites. Okay, so taut is just another word that means tight. The opposite is loose, as I say. The rabbit's fur was short and silky. Easy one. This sort of fur here belongs to a tree, a fir tree, a Christmas tree. I think some of you, I'm sure, will be familiar with what a Christmas tree looks like. Okay, is a fir tree. Not the same as the sort of fur that you find on an animal. The dog started to whine in the background. Whine, W-H-I-N-E, is a noise. As a noise. This, of course, the first wine is something you drink. This wine is a noise. Children can whine, dogs whine, sometimes engines can whine. So it's not just to do with animals or people. Engines can also make a whining noise. It's a description of a type of noise. And the last one here, power pole. The second one is correct, P-O-L-E, P-O-L-E. I'll ask if anyone knows what this pole means, the first pole. Try me.
Yes.
You know what the first pole means? Do you any idea what it means?
I think that like is this a study to ask pupil opinions
Yes.
about a subject or something?
Yes, try me. That's very good. Very good. I'm glad you know. You're showing your good vocabulary, try me. Yes, a poll, everyone, is when somebody asks a group of people their opinions about something and then adds up the result. For example, you could do a poll on what is the most popular food in Hanoi. Okay, is it banh mi? Is it pho? Is it something else? So maybe you ask 100 people, you do a poll of 100 people, okay, and ask them what is the most popular food in Hanoi. And I don't know, I'm making this up, but maybe 70% would say pho, 20% would say banh mi, 10% would say, I don't know. Okay, so that is a poll. A poll is when you survey people about their opinion on something. A poll. Does that make sense to you, Bao Trung?
Yes.
Okay, a poll is when you survey people's opinions. That is this sort of poll. Are there any questions about any of that? Okay. Now we're going to do the word formation exercise. All right, you should be able to see the word formation exercise. I'm just going to scroll down to the right place. Just check where we got up to last time. Okay, so we're going to be doing numbers 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so again, please work out the correct word, the correct form of the word in brackets, and send it to me in chat, please. Bao Trung.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, does it make sense? Do you know what I want you to do?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Verb form.
Yeah, yeah, correct, correct. Although it's not always the verb form. Okay, could be another form, but yes, the correct grammatical form. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So just 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, everyone. Okay, Kwame is first. Okay, very good, Trami. That's 5 out of 5. Ah, Bao Ling. Can you hear me, Bao Ling?
Yeah, sorry for joining late. I have a favor.
Fever.
A fever, a fever, a fever. Okay, so you feel what? Can you remember, Bao Ling? I'm sorry to hear that. How are you feeling now?
I have a headache and my temperature is high.
Oh, that's no good. That's no good, Bao Ling. Are you okay to do the class?
Yes, maybe I have
Okay.
COVID-19.
Oh, okay. I hope not. I hope you feel okay. Hope you feel okay soon. So you say you have a fever. Can you remember the idiomatic phrase that we use when you are not feeling well, Bao Ling?
Under the weather.
Very
Correct.
good.
Very
Giỏi lắm.
good.
Okay, very good.
Very good. Very good English. Okay, so you feel under the weather. That's great.
Giỏi lắm.
All right, I hope you feel better soon. Okay, so I'm just checking now. Kang Ling. Okay, 4 out of 5. Kang Ling, 4 out of 5. It's 5 out of 5 Viet An. Do you know what we're doing, Bao Ling?
Yes, let me
Yeah,
type in the box chat.
Yes, please type in chat. So the answers to 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, please. Okay, Phong Ni, that is correct. 5 out of 5. Okay, thank you, Bao Trung. You get 2 out of 5. 2 out of 5 are correct.
Phương Nhi làm bài tốt thế mà sao cứ đi thi thỉnh thoảng cái lúc cục thế con?
Okay, 4 out of 5, Bao Ling. All right, knock 2, just waiting for you, please. Okay, 2 out of 5, knock 2. 2 out of 5. All right, I will correct them. Thank you all for doing that. Let's correct them now. All right, so number 6, knock 2, please. Number 6. Can you read the sentence? Read the sentence.
Sarah speaks perfect French as she spent much of much of her childhood in Canada.
Not child, not to. Can you read the correct answer, please?
I don't know which for childhood.
Number 6. You sent it to me, not to.
What teacher?
You sent me the correct answer.
Much of her childhood.
Yes. Yeah, childhood. Okay, both those syllables have the same emphasis, the same stress. Not to. So childhood. She spent much of her childhood in Canada. Childhood is number 6. That is correct. Okay, Feng Ni. Number 7, please.
Number 7. I have misplaced my wallet. Have you seen it anywhere?
Good. Okay, so this one was a little bit more difficult. So misplaced is the correct form of the word. Misplaced. What, Feng Ni, what is a synonym for misplaced that begins with the letter L?
Sorry, I have no idea.
I think you do, Feng Ni. It's a simple word. It's a very simple word. It has 4 letters. 4 letters. Kang Ling, can you tell me?
Is love.
Can you spell it for me, please, Kang Ling?
L-O-S-T.
Correct. Lost. Thank you, Kang Ling. Lost. You are correct. So misplaced means lost. If you misplace something, it's just another way of saying lost. Means exactly the same thing. I've misplaced my keys. I've lost my keys. I've misplaced my phone. I've lost my phone. So misplaced and lost mean the same. So misplaced is the answer for number 7. Number 8. Tra mi.
Don't forget to disconnect the internet when you have finished using her laptop.
Okay, thank you, Tra mi. So the opposite of connect is disconnect. Disconnect is the opposite of connect. And that's what you needed for the answer to number 8. There's no such word, by the way, as unconnect. Okay, disconnect is the opposite of connect, not unconnect. Again, I'm sure you know by now, a lot of the opposites in English, they change. They don't always begin with un, or they don't always begin with s. There's no rule for this. You just have to become familiar with them. Okay, so don't forget to disconnect the internet when you finished using her laptop. Okay, Bao Trang, number 9.
Pencil like a child when he doesn't get his own way. He's so matured.
Okay, not matured. The word is Viet An.
Yes, teacher.
Number 9, Viet An. What is the missing word?
Number 9 is immature.
Immature is correct. So the opposite of mature is immature. Someone who is immature is very childish. Someone who is immature doesn't act their age. So if you describe someone as being immature, you are saying that they act like a child. Someone who is immature is not mature. They act like a child. Bao Trung, this word here, by the way, is pronounced sulks. S-U-L, sulks. Okay. Yeah. Sulks means to sulk means to what is the Vietnamese word for sulk, Mrs. Ha?
Moment, please. I just went out.
Yeah, sulk.
Oh, shock. I think.
Yeah.
Just living to Vietnam also shock.
Same.
Yeah.
Okay. To sulk means you
No,
behave
no.
like a
No, no.
child.
What are you doing? Okay. To shun the hồn dỗi. Okay. But because I thought that I was talking about shock. Hồn dỗi, cái từ sunk. Yes.
Yes.
The number 9, right?
Number 9. Yes. Number 9.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, because I have just gone out of the.
Oh,
room.
sorry.
Okay.
I thought you were still there. Sorry.
No,
Okay.
So sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
Hờn dỗi nhá. Bác có thấy Bảo Trần có vẻ từ vựng có vẻ hơi yếu nhờ, đúng không? Chắc phải luyện thêm nhiều vào nhá.
Vâng.
Okay.
Luyện nhiều, đọc nhiều vào. Okay.
Okay. So people sulk usually when they are disappointed or they don't get someone they want. Something they want.
Often children.
Yes. Often children. Often
Yes.
children. Yeah. Often children or immature people. People who are immature. Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Mrs. Ha. Thank you.
Okay.
So of course adults can sulk too if they are immature. They behave like children. All right, and the last one, please. Bao Ling, number 10.
Oliver's CV is truly impressive. He's about to get the job.
Okay, good. Impressive. Everyone, impressive. Impressive is the adjective in this case. Is truly impressive. Something that is impressive is something that, wow, this is very good. Something that's very good. He's bound to get the job. Another synonym for this would be he is sure to get the job, or he will get the job. If you're bound to get something, that means it will happen. If he goes into the hospital with the COVID patients, he's bound to catch COVID, is another example. So the word bound just means something that will happen. He's bound to get the job. He is sure to get the job. Any questions about any of those? So again, for those of you who aren't sure, number 5 is thoughtful. Number 6 is childhood. That's what you say when you look back on your period when you were a child, childhood. I've misplaced my wallet. Misplaced, remember, is a synonym for lost. Lost and misplaced mean the same thing. Disconnect. Don't forget to disconnect the internet. Unplug the internet. Unplug and disconnect are synonyms. Immature. Immature is someone who behaves like a child. Immature, which is the opposite of mature. And impressive is the correct adjective here. Something that is impressive is something that's very, very good. And you can use it to describe someone's work. His essay was very impressive. You can use it to describe something like nature, scenery. The mountains are very impressive. Okay, they look great. Any questions about any of those words? All right. Okay, so what we're going to do now, and like I say, for those of you who joined the class late, we're going to be doing a speaking test today. So you're all going to get the chance to do the speaking test. But first of all, we'll just do a little bit of practice before we do the speaking test.
Các bạn nhớ hôm nay phải làm gì chưa? Mà nhớ nhá, nhớ bác Hà dặn nhá là trước khi nói này đừng như các anh các chị lần trước, hôm trước là ở hôm trước bài thi đó là thầy cho ra ví dụ cho nói trong 2 phút, chúng mình phải cố gắng sắp xếp thế nào nói đúng trong 2 phút, đừng nói ngắn quá. Sorry teacher, I remind the teacher, the student a little bit, okay?
Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Ha. Thank you.
Nhớ nhá, chứ nếu không thì là sẽ bị điểm kém, kể cả mình nói tốt nhá. Là cố gắng làm nào đấy là cái tốc độ quản lý cái tốc độ nói của mình, đừng nói quá nhanh. Thế nhưng mà phải gọi là trôi chảy, bác không muốn nói với tiếng Anh, thầy nghe thế có lẽ xong sau đó thì là gì nhỉ, mà phải nói đủ thời gian, đừng nói ví dụ như 2 phút thì phải nên nói khoảng gần kém khoảng 10-20 giây thôi, ví dụ 10 giây thôi, hoặc có thể vượt quá khoảng mấy giây thầy sẽ nhắc ngay. Okay, thank you teacher.
Thank you, Mrs. Ha. Okay, so remember last week, those of you in the class, we were practicing phrases to use when you want to give your opinion or view on something. So opinion and view, remember, are synonyms. All right, what is your view on this? What is your opinion about this? Opinion and view mean the same thing. So you can say phrases like, I believe, or I strongly believe. I'm against, I'm strongly against. All right, we looked at these last week. And before that, we looked at these other phrases to express how to express your opinion. So there are lots of them. You don't have to know all of them, but it's good to be familiar with them. And of course, to be able to use them yourself. So the most common ones are, of course, in my opinion, I think that pho is much better than banh mi. I would say that pho is much better than banh mi. These all mean the same thing, all mean the same thing. But the most common one is in my opinion. So I'm going to play you now. I'm going to play you. You remember last week I got you to answer some questions to do with keeping fit and to do with playing sport. So I'm going to play you those questions again, but someone else now. I have someone else is going to answer the questions. So please listen to their answers, because this is the sort of answer you need to give when you are asked questions like this. So please pay particular attention to the length of the students' answers. And in fact, I'll just make sure I can find the correct track for you. Sorry, this is taking a little while. I think I explained last week the tracks are in my computer. They're out of order. So I just have to go through all of them to find the correct one. Okay, I think this is it.
Track 20. Keeping fit. What are the best ways to keep fit?
The best way to keep fit is to do exercise that raises your heart rate. The heart is a muscle and has to be worked like any other muscle. So golf, in my opinion, is not the best form of exercise. Something like running or swimming or surfing is much more beneficial.
Do you think...
Okay, everyone, so that was the answer, okay, about what is the best way to keep fit. So you will hear that the student's answer was about, let me see, about 20 seconds long. So you have to talk for a little while when you are answering these questions, these sorts of questions. And when I say these sorts of questions, I mean from part 3 of the Ielts speaking test. In part 1, you just give short answers to the questions. But in part 3, you need to give longer answers. So again, you would have heard that answer was about 20 seconds. So have a listen to another one, please.
Most people consider exercise a chore, or do they find it fun?
I think most people feel it is something they should do. That is a mistake, as far as I'm concerned, because the best way to exercise is not to think about the fitness aspect and just have fun. You can exercise without even noticing you're doing it if you play volleyball with your friends, or go snorkeling, or go for a long walk on a sunny day, or something like that.
Okay, again, you heard the answer from the student was about 20, 25 seconds that time. So these are longer answers, 2 or 3 sentences at least. Now, I know there are some words that she is using that you might not be familiar with. But don't worry, we will go back and check these words later.
What is the most popular form of exercise in your country?
I would say the most popular form of exercise is going to the gym. I'm in two minds about the gym as a way to keep fit. On the one hand, it is convenient, but on the other hand, a gym is a very controlled environment, somewhat lacking in imagination and spontaneity.
Healthy lifestyles. Do you think people in your country are less healthy than they used to be?
Yes, definitely. I would argue that the invention of TV has led to people being much too sedentary. I know some people who refuse to have a television because they think that without one, they are much more likely to keep active. It's all too easy to become a couch potato. Also, most people work in offices, so they just sit in a chair all day long and only move to go to the photocopier. That's very unhealthy. People used to work the land and so be on the go from morning till night. Obesity was unknown then, except among the super rich, I imagine.
How can we encourage young people to stay healthy?
Parents should set a good example, but I strongly believe that schools have a crucial role to play. Not only can they offer a wide range of sports for children to play, they can teach them about eating a balanced diet and the negative effects of eating junk food and not exercising. If children don't hear all this from home, they have to hear it from somewhere, and I would argue that it's the school's responsibility. Once they get a taste for playing sports, they will love the sense of achievement it can give you and the feeling of camaraderie with your teammates. And then hopefully, they won't ever want to stop playing sports.
Should governments intervene to force people to be healthier?
I'm highly skeptical of the idea that governments should force their citizens to be healthy. People ought to be encouraged to lead healthy lives, but not forced to. They could, for example, run an advertising campaign showing people how to eat a balanced diet. That you need to eat some carbohydrates, some vegetables and fruit, some meat, and so on. Also, it's a good idea for governments to encourage people to exercise regularly, but that's also an individual choice. But I'm unconvinced that trying to force people into healthy habits would work because when bullied like that, people tend to resent it and react by sticking even more firmly with their unhealthy lifestyles.
Okay, so I'm sure you would have heard that a lot of the answers there were, as I say, 20, 25, 30 seconds long. So that is the length of answer that you need to give to a part 3 question. So we're going to listen to these again. What we're going to do this time, what I want you to listen for, the student, who, by the way, I think has a Spanish or South American accent. That is what I'm guessing, but to me it sounds Spanish or South American. That is her accent. She uses several different phrases to express opinions. Okay, so phrases like, if you ask me, in my opinion, I would argue that, I would say that, from my point of view, I strongly believe that, I'm strongly against. Okay, so she uses several of these phrases when she's giving her opinion. What I want you to do now, please, is to listen to how many different phrases that she uses to express her opinion. All right, so I'll give you a clue. As you can see here, there are 6. She uses 6 different phrases to express her opinion. But one is repeated. She repeats one. So there are 5 different phrases. So I want you to write down the phrases that she uses in the order that you hear them, okay? And send them to me in chat. Does everyone understand what I want you to do? I'm going to play the students' answers again, and I want you to listen for the 5 different phrases she uses to express her opinion. So she uses 5 of these phrases. She doesn't use all of them. She uses 5 of them. And it's good that she does, because she's showing she has a wide vocabulary and so doesn't need to say the same thing every time. So I want you to listen to what she says. I want you to note down the 5 different phrases in the order in which you hear them, and I want you to send them to me in chat, please. Any questions?
Mọi người hiểu ý thầy hỏi thì nói chưa nhỉ? Có ai có ý kiến gì không? Ngọc Tú có hiểu thầy nói gì không thưa Ngọc Tú? Tú ơi.
Có.
Việt Anh hiểu chưa?
Dạ,
Việt Anh
rồi.
ok, thế mà bạn Bảo Trần có hiểu không hả Bảo Trần ơi?
Không có.
Okay, start teacher.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Sa. Okay, so everyone, you should be able to see, all right, this will help make it a bit easier. You can see the phrases to express opinions. Okay, so she is going to use 5 of them. So please write down the 5 that she uses, okay, and send them to me in chat. So here we go.
Track 20. Keeping fit.
What are the best ways to keep fit?
The best way to keep fit is to do exercise that raises your heart rate. The heart is a muscle and has to be worked like any other muscle. So golf, in my opinion, is not the best form of exercise. Something like running or swimming or surfing is much more beneficial.
Do you think most people consider exercise a chore, or do they find it fun?
I think most people feel it is something they should do. That is a mistake, as far as I'm concerned, because the best way to exercise is not to think about the fitness aspect and just have fun. You can exercise without even noticing you're doing it if you play volleyball with your friends, or go snorkeling, or go for a long walk on a sunny day, or something like that.
What is the most popular form of exercise in your country?
I would say the most popular form of exercise is going to the gym. I'm in 2 minds about the gym as a way to keep fit. On the one hand, it is convenient, but on the other hand, a gym is a very controlled environment, somewhat lacking in imagination and spontaneity.
Healthy lifestyles.
Do you think people in your country are less healthy than they used to be?
Yes, definitely. I would argue that the invention of TV has led to people being much too sedentary. I know some people who refuse to have a television because they think that without one, they are much more likely to keep active. It's all too easy to become a couch potato. Also, most people work in offices, so they just sit in a chair all day long and only move to go to the photocopier. That's very unhealthy. People used to work the land and so be on the go from morning till night. Obesity was unknown then, except among the super rich, I imagine.
How can we encourage young people to stay healthy?
Parents should set a good example, but I strongly believe that schools have a crucial role to play. Not only can they offer a wide range of sports for children to play, they can teach them about eating a balanced diet and the negative effects of eating junk food and not exercising. If children don't hear all this from home, they have to hear it from somewhere, and I would argue that it's the school's responsibility. once they get a taste for playing sports, they will love the sense of achievement it can give you and the feeling of camaraderie with your teammates. And then hopefully they won't ever want to stop playing sports.
Should governments intervene to force people to be healthier?
I'm highly skeptical of the idea that governments should force their citizens to be healthy.
Okay, so she has used 5 different phrases to express her opinion. I think I don't want to take too long over this, so I'm not going to get you to write them to me in chat now, okay? Otherwise, I think this will take too long. So I'm just going to ask you. Knock 2, I'll start with you. Actually, no, sorry, Knock 2, I keep starting with you. I'll go the other way this time. Bao Ling.
Yes.
Okay, Bao Ling. What was the first phrase to express her opinion that you heard?
In my opinion.
Good. She said, in my opinion. Okay. She said, in my opinion. I'll play this for you very quickly, everyone.
Work like any other muscle. So golf, in my opinion.
Okay, so the first one she used, she said, golf, in my opinion. Okay, golf, in my opinion, isn't a good exercise. Golf, in my opinion. So in my opinion was the first one she used. Viet An. Hello, Viet An.
Yeah, teacher.
Okay, Viet An, what was the second one that you heard?
I had no idea.
Okay. Okay, Bao Trang.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so the first phrase she used was in my opinion, as we've just heard. What was the second phrase she used?
As far as I'm concerned.
I am concerned.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Very good, Bao Trang. Okay, that was a bit of a trick one because you will see that it is not written on the list here. Okay, but that is another phrase to express your opinion, as far as I'm concerned. And again, if you missed it, I will just play it for you quickly. Okay, so please have a listen to this.
Feel it is something they should do. That is a mistake, as far as I'm concerned, because the...
Okay, she said that is a mistake as far as I'm concerned, which means that is a mistake, in my opinion. Means exactly the same thing as saying in my opinion. So as far as I'm concerned was the second one she used. Okay, so there are 3 more of these. Tra mi.
Yes.
Okay, so far we've had in my opinion and as far as I'm concerned. What was the next one you heard, Tra mi?
Oh, I would say that.
It would say that. I would say that. Yes, where was that, Tra mi? Can you remember?
I heard it in about. I don't really understand. I don't remember the time.
Okay, all right.
The best way to exercise is not to think about the fitness aspect and just have fun. You can exercise without even noticing you're doing it if you play volleyball with your friends, or go snorkeling, or go for a long walk on a sunny day, or something like that.
What is the most popular form of exercising?
I haven't heard it yet, Tra mi, but you are correct, okay? That would be another one, all right? Kang Ling.
Yes.
Okay, Kang Ling, what is the next one that you heard? The next phrase to express an opinion?
The next one is I get a good test.
Sorry, I can't hear, Kang Ling. Sorry. Can't hear. I can't hear very clearly. Can you hear Mrs. Ha?
Yes, I can hear, but not very clearly.
Yeah. Sorry, can you try one more time, Kang Ling?
I did argue that.
I would argue that.
I would argue that. I would argue that. Okay. I would argue. I would argue is correct. Kang Ling, again, I'll just play this for you again so everyone can hear it.
Do you think people in your country are less healthy than they used to be?
Yes, definitely. I would argue that the invention of TV.
Yes, you are correct, Kang Ling. Okay, so I would argue. I would argue. Okay, I would argue that the invention of TV is not good for people's fitness. All right, next one of these. Hung Ni.
Yes.
Okay, so far we've had, in my opinion, as far as I'm concerned, I would argue. What is another one, Kang? Hung Ni?
Sorry, I can't hear.
You didn't hear any.
Yes.
Okay, knock two. Knock two.
I strongly believe that.
Correct. I
Rồi, giỏi lắm.
strongly believe.
Okay.
It's good. Good listening, knock two. That's very good. Yes, I strongly believe. And again, I will play this for everyone as soon as I can find it.
Obesity was unknown then, except among the super rich, I imagine.
How can we encourage young people to stay healthy?
Parents should set a good example, but I strongly believe that schools have a crucial role to play.
Okay, so she said parents should set a good example, but I strongly believe that schools have a crucial role to play. I strongly believe. All right. Then she says, I would argue again, so we don't need to listen to that. There's one more phrase that she used, one more phrase that no one has said yet. Bao Ling, can you tell me what it is?
Bảo Linh ơi.
Dạ.
Thầy hỏi đi con.
Vâng, nhà đang hơi ổn ạ. The first,
Tức là con nghe cái phrase gì đấy?
I'm highly skeptical.
Yes, Bao Ling. Excellent. Okay, excellent. Good. That was the one she said that we haven't heard yet. Okay, she said, I'm highly skeptical. Okay, and again, I'll just play this for you quickly so you can all hear it. Listen to how she uses this.
Camaraderie with your teammates, and then hopefully they won't ever want to stop playing sports.
Should governments intervene to force people to be healthier?
I'm highly skeptical of the idea that governments should force their citizens to be healthy.
Okay, she says, I'm highly skeptical of the idea that governments should force themselves to be healthy. Bao Ling,
Yes.
can you remember what I'm highly skeptical means? What does it mean?
Nghi ngờ. Giải thích từ nghi ngờ sao?
If you say you are skeptical about something, what does that mean? Can you remember?
Maybe doubting about that something is useful or true.
You are on the right track, Bao Ling. Okay, to be highly skeptical of something means that you don't believe. You don't believe it. Okay, if you are highly skeptical, for everyone who is not sure what I am saying, I'm looking here at number 6. Okay, I'm skeptical of the idea. It means I don't believe the idea that governments should try to make their citizens become fit. To say you're highly skeptical is another way of saying I'm very skeptical. I'm highly skeptical. I'm very skeptical. Means I really don't believe this idea. So to be skeptical about something means you don't believe. This is a very good word to remember because it's a good formal word for use in conversations and in writing. Okay, it's a great word for showing an examiner how good your vocabulary is. All right, so that's good, everyone. You found all of them. Thank you. That was good listening. from all of you. Okay, in just a moment, we're going to be starting the speaking test. And we will come back to the rest of this next week. I will just very quickly show you, there are all these words and phrases that I wrote down from that student's answers. We will look at these next week because I know there are some of them that some of you might not be familiar with the meanings of, but they again are very good for learning, okay, for increasing your vocabulary. And I think one of the keys to doing well in the Ielts test is to show that you have a good vocabulary, that you know many, many words and many different phrases and many different ways of even saying the same thing. All right, we are going to look at this next week. But right now we're going to be doing the speaking test. So each of you is going to have a turn at speaking for 1 to 2 minutes. All right, I'm not going to time you too much on this, but you need to talk for between 1 and 2 minutes. And this is your topic. This is your topic. Viet An.
Yeah, teacher.
Okay, can you please read the topic for me, please?
I can see topic.
From here, from describe, starting from describe, Viet An. Can you see?
No, I can see.
No, teacher.
They can't see.
Yes, because it's okay.
Okay, sorry everyone. Sorry, I thought you could see the page. Not this one. This one.
Phương Linh hôm nay vắng à?
Describe an exciting competition or sporting event you have witnessed.
Okay, good. Thank you, Viet An. Okay, you should say, okay, next line, please, Viet An. Viet An.
Yes.
Yeah.
What the competition or sporting event was? Football final of Asian Cup.
Yep. Keep going. Keep going.
When and where it took place, Hanoi 2 years ago. Who won Vietnam between? What is it, teacher?
Yeah, I will explain in a minute. Just read the words in black, Viet An. The words in black.
And explain why it was exciting.
Okay, good. Thank you, Viet An. Thank you for reading for me. Okay, so your topic, everybody, is describe an exciting competition or sporting event you have witnessed. You should say. Now, remember you have 1 minute to plan for this, if this was an exam. What I have written in red is the sort of notes that I might make. Okay, if I was going to give a talk about this. And why some of these words don't make sense is because I have abbreviated them. Because, of course, 1 minute isn't very long to plan a talk. Okay, so if you're going to write notes, you need to write it in shorthand or abbreviated form. So instead of writing football, I've written FT ball, okay, to remind me of what to say. So this stands for football, the final of the Asian Cup. It was in Hanoi too, and I have spelled years, Y-R-S, okay? I've abbreviated it to save me time writing it. This one here, BT, stands for beat. Vietnam beat Thailand 2-1, but I've just written BT for beat. And explain why it was exciting. So I want to talk about, in my talk, I want to talk about the electric atmosphere at the ground, okay? How I was very close to the action. So I could see very clearly what was happening. And it was exciting because Thailand was expected to win, but they fell apart. They didn't play very well, and Vietnam won. Okay, so this is an example of the sort of notes that I have made if I was giving a talk like this. And again, I have made quick notes because remember, you are allowed to look at your notes as you are talking, but you only have 1 minute to do this. So you use abbreviations. You need to start your speech with, I'm going to tell you about. Okay, I'm going to tell you about a competition I saw, the football final of the Asian Cup. Remember, you were speaking in the past tense, so you need to use past tenses. Please try not to sound bored. Okay, the more exciting or excited you sound with something like this, okay, the more enthusiastic you sound, the more impressed the teacher or the examiner will be. And if you have time, please write down your final sentence. Write down your final sentence so you can read it out. Because remember, and I'm sure I've said this to you many times before, if you have a tidy, clean ending to your speech, it makes the whole speech sound better. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to do this for me one by one. One by one. All right. So knock 2, you are first. All right.
Okay.
We'll do it in this order. Knock 2, Phung Ni, Kang Ling, Tra Mi, Bao Trang, Viet An, and Bao Ling.
Phương Linh as well, the teacher.
Oh, is Phung Ling there?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize. Okay, Phung Ling. Sorry, I didn't know you were there. So you are. Welcome to the class, Phung Ling. When did you join?
Sorry. After joining the class.
Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't see you, Phung Ling. Okay. So everyone, so knock 2, are you almost ready to go?
Oh, give me a few more seconds.
Okay, a few more seconds. So, and everyone, of course, the rest of you are getting more than 1 minute to prepare for this. Okay, so you are lucky. But normally, of course, you would only have 1 minute to do this, but of course, I can only do one at a time. So please let me know whenever you're ready. Knock 2.
Yes.
Okay, so knock 2, do you know what you have to do?
I know what's.
Yeah, so, okay, so you need to answer all these questions in your speech, okay?
Yes.
Okay, knock 2, please, whenever you're ready, please start.
Maybe I can talk now.
I'm ready.
Yeah. Yeah, we are ready, knock 2. So please start whenever you're ready.
Ready chưa?
Yeah, knock 2, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so whenever you want to start, please start, knock 2.
I think the best sport event is a World Cup, and last year I have was a best of World Cup ever. The best match is the final. It's Argentina and France. Argentina was win final after 120 minutes with 6 goal. It's 3-3 for both team, and my man Leo Messi have the cup. I think it's very exciting because the atmosphere and the match with the highest quality. We can see a lot of talent of France and Argentina. They have a bright future, and and have a good have a good good have a good no, I mean a bright future. The fight I'm going to tell about the Messi. This is my idol, and he has a he have a best performance with friends with friend. I think the best final of this is the best final I ever see.
I have ever.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Noctu. Okay, that was 2 minutes, so I'm going to stop you there. Okay, all right. Thank you, Noctu. All right, Fong Ni, are you ready?
Sorry, I have.
Oh, you should be finished by now, Fong Ni. Remember, you only have 1 minute to prepare for this. 1 minute. Okay, so you've had longer than 1 minute. So are you ready, Fong Ni?
Yes.
Okay, please start whenever you're ready.
I'm going to tell you about the talk of war between my class and other class in my school last month. First time all of member in my class thought we will lose, but my class won and we got the second place. We were very happy and excited. When we talked, everyone was eager and hoped we will win, and everyone paid all attention to competition because it was very interesting and it helped us more close in our friendship, and I hope we will win the next time.
Tiếp đi, nghĩ thêm gì đó.
Okay, so that was 40 seconds.
Đấy,
40 seconds, Fong Ni. So usually you would need to talk for longer than that. So everyone, please do not write all your speech down. Of course, in the exam, you won't have time to do this. So please do not write all your speech and just read it. Okay, so you will need to just write notes. Write some notes for yourself, and then you need to talk. And you use the notes to remind you. So please, everyone, don't write your speech down and just read it out, because you won't have time to do this in the exam. And this isn't a good way to practice this. So what I want you to do, remember, is just to write some notes down, answering each of these questions, and then to talk a bit more about it. All right, Kang Ling, are you ready?
Khánh Linh ơi.
Okay, are you ready, Kang Ling?
Khánh Linh, xem kiểm tra mic của con thế nào, Khánh Linh? Yes, I couldn't hear.
I can't hear you, Kang Ling, sorry. Kang Ling, I'll come back to you at the end. I can't hear you at the moment at all. All right, I'll come back to you, Kang Ling. Try me.
Yes.
Okay, are you ready, Try me?
Yes.
Okay, please start whenever you're ready.
A few months ago, I was the witness of an exciting indoor basketball competitions between my school team and other high school team. And this was the first time I go to see the competition, so I feel really excited. I felt very exciting. It was the final competition, and it was held on Sunday, so many students came to attend to enjoy the competitions. The battle was highly attractive, and our school team had scored 30, while the rival just gained 15, as far as I remember. So after the fierce competitions, with the win, we really ecstatic and proud of their effort.
Okay,
so
have you finished, Trami?
Yes.
Okay, good. What were your last words, Trami, by the way?
After the fierce competition with the win, we really ecstatic and proud of their effort.
Okay, good. All right. Thank you, Trami. So that was just over 1 minute. So that's fine. Thank you. Kang Ling, can you hear me now? Kang Ling.
Not yet. I don't know why or what happened.
No, we can't hear you, Kang Ling. I can see you. Okay, I can see you fine, but I can't hear you. All right, I'll come back to you again. Yeah, I can see your lips moving, Kang Ling, but I can't hear anything. A little bit annoying. All right. Bao Trang.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, Bao Trang, can you please start when you're ready?
Yes. So wait me a minute. Can you be fast?
Okay, you should be ready to start now, please, Bao Trang.
So this competition is about NBA basketball. It took place in the US just for today. The competition between the two teams named Philadelphia and Brooklyn. The score was 121, and also the other is 101, respectively, in favor of Philadelphia. The atmosphere at the home is Brooklyn was tense in the middle of the half. Middle of the half. In the half, Brooklyn led in 30 points, and thanks to the calculated strategy that the team Brooklyn was won, then the whole audience was celebrated for the victory, and the atmosphere at the time was exciting and a little bit frustrated because the failure of Philadelphia. That's all.
Okay, so you finished?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Bao Trang. All right, so again, I can hear that I'm going to need to give, I think, just about all of you a little bit more structure around this. Okay, so everyone, so please, can you start off your speech, everyone, by saying, I'm going to tell you about. All right, I'm going to tell you about, and then go on to tell me. I'm going to tell you about is a very easy way to start any speech. I'm going to tell you about means you don't have to think of how to start your speech. I'm going to tell you about a really exciting game I saw last year. It was football, the final of the Asian Cup. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about Viet An.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, are you ready, Viet An?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, so please start when you're ready, Viet An.
I go in telling about an exciting event I have witnessed. It's the 2005 UEFA Champions League final, Liverpool vs AC Milan. It took place in Istanbul Stadium, Turkey. In the first half, AC Milan had a good benefit with 3 goals, but in the two halves, Liverpool play interesting and equally the score. The two teams had to fight for penalty, and Liverpool was the winner. It was the craziest football game I have ever seen. Yes.
Okay, so that was good ending. Very good ending, Viet An. Okay, it was the craziest football game I've ever seen. That is a great ending. All right, so maybe just a little bit short, Viet An. So you need, that was 50 seconds. So really you need to talk for 1 minute. at least 1 minute. But that had good structure, Viet An, okay, and good descriptions. Okay, Bao Ling.
Yes.
Are you ready, Bao Ling?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, please start.
I'm going to tell you about a basketball match. It took place in my high school, and it's a match between my class and other class. It was an exciting match. The match divided into two teams, and which are positioned by 5 players in each team. At the beginning, both teams played very fairly and professionally. The players in each team were very cooperative. The match lasts in 4 quarters of 12 minutes. Although my team didn't win, but they performed very well. I wish I could watch an interesting basketball match again.
Okay, very good, Bao Ling. Okay, very good ending and very good beginning and very good description. So that was good time too, Bao Ling. That was nearly 1 minute and 10 seconds. So that's good. Thank you. Okay, Fong Ling. Fong Ling.
I'm ready.
Okay, Fong Ling, please start whenever you're ready.
I'm going to tell you about a very exciting competition that I can remember. It's a basketball match. The match took place at my school, high school of Boston. I watched the match and enjoyed the competition a lot. When the match began, there were a lot of students who came there to enjoy and support their favorite team in the match. And with a victory of 11-5, and it was my first time to see a basketball match since college.
Cái sóng kém thế không nghe rõ lắm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that was, a little bit hard to hear. Sorry, Fong Ling.
Yes.
Okay. Fong Ling, what were your last words?
It was my first time to see a basketball match.
Okay, it was my first time to see a basketball match. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. And that was about 58 seconds long, Fong Ling, so almost 1 minute. Okay, so the time was okay. All right, thank you, Fong Ling. And one more, Kang Ling. Kang Ling, try you one more time.
How about Bảo Linh? Bảo Linh is okay. Khánh Linh được chưa? Because Khánh Linh said that's like microphone. Her microphone has some problem.
Yeah, still can't hear her. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so that is everyone.
Bảo Linh nói chưa? Okay.
Tao nói rồi ạ.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you, everyone. So what I will do is I will have another listen to that, and I will let you know during the week. I will send you a mark during the week, and also I will send you some comments on your speech. But the one comment I'm going to make now is, I think most of you need to structure your speeches a little better. So what I mean by that is you need to know how you're going to start. So always please start with something like this. I'm going to tell you about, or I'd like to tell you about. Okay, and then you go on to answer each of these questions. And then, like I say, if you have time, please write down your final sentence, which gives a nice, tidy, and clean ending to your speech. And if you do that, it makes the whole speech sound better if you have a good, tidy conclusion or ending. So it's almost time to finish the class for today. Before we do, I'm going to give you a wee puzzle. Okay, I'm going to ask you a little puzzle. So everyone, hopefully Kang Ling, we can hear you next time.
Khánh Linh thử xem bật mic cái giờ Khánh Linh ơi. Cô nói thử xem nghe được không? Okay, cannot hear.
No, can't hear you. Sorry, Kang Ling. Obviously in Nasong, it's not too good. In Lang Song, the reception isn't very good today. All right, everyone, please listen to this puzzle and see if you can give me the answer. Okay, Trami, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. All right. Bao Ling, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
That's great. All right, Bao Ling. Also, Bao Ling, can you stay, please, after the class just for 1 minute?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Okay, everyone, here is the puzzle. Please listen carefully to this. A man and his son are driving in a car on the road when they have an accident. The car crashes. The man is killed and the son is taken to hospital. The son is badly injured, but he's taken to hospital. In the operating theater, the surgeon looks at the son and says, I can't operate on him. He is my son. All right? How can this be? Who is the surgeon? Who is the surgeon? I'll give you the puzzle one more time. A man and his son are driving in a car down the road. They have an accident. The man is killed. The son is injured and is taken to hospital. In the operating theater, the surgeon looks at the son, the boy, and he says, I can't operate. The surgeon says, I can't operate. Okay, this is my son. So how can this be? Who is the surgeon?
Mọi người
Can
có hiểu
anyone
câu
tell me
chuyện
the
không?
answer? Fung Ling, you are looking slightly puzzled.
Phương Linh nghe được câu chuyện chưa? Hiểu chưa?
Rồi ạ.
Đoán được ra không? Đoán được ra đáp án không?
Okay, can you please turn your cameras back on, please? Some of you I can't see. Knock 2, Viet An, I can't see you.
Tú Việt Anh bật camera đừng nhắc nữa con ơi.
Okay, thank you. All right, can anyone tell me the answer to this puzzle? Trami, who is the surgeon?
Sorry, but I don't know.
Okay, one more time, everyone. A man and his son, they are driving down the road in a car. They have an accident. The man is killed. The son is taken to hospital. At the hospital in the operating theater, the surgeon looks at the boy and says, I can't operate on him. He is my son. Okay, who is the surgeon?
Mọi người có hiểu ý câu chuyện không đã?
Fung Ni, do you know the answer to this? Who is the surgeon?
Don't understand what surgeon mean.
Oh, surgeon is like the doctor.
Okay. Bác sĩ
sorry.
phẫu thuật đấy con. Yeah, bác sĩ phẫu thuật đó.
Tức là hai bố con kiểu bị tai nạn xong rồi người ta chịu phẫu thuật vì
người ta bây giờ thế này, bác nói lại câu chuyện nhá, mấy đứa nghe hiểu nhờ. Tức là hai bố con đang lái xe đưa nhau đi, thế xong rồi hai người bố con gặp tai nạn, ông bố thì tèo rồi đúng không, thế còn thằng con thì bị tai nạn thì bị thương, thế bây giờ người ta đưa vào bệnh viện, thế để phải phẫu thuật. Thế đến khi phẫu thuật thì bác sĩ tát mồ hôi ra kêu là không, tôi không mổ được đâu, vì là bác sĩ phẫu thuật nói là tôi không mổ đâu vì đấy là con trai của tôi không thể mổ được. Thế thì cái người bác sĩ phẫu thuật đấy là ai?
Okay, so any idea, Fung Ni? Now you know what a surgeon is. Any idea? Who is the surgeon?
I don't know.
You don't know? Fung Ling, any idea?
Phương Linh nào?
Who is the surgeon?
Hả?
Okay,
Không đoán được ra hả?
knock 2.
I don't know.
No idea who the surgeon is.
Bảo Linh
Okay.
đoán không Bảo Linh ơi?
Okay. Who else would I ask? Viet
Cháu
An.
nghĩ
Viet,
người phẫu thuật
Viet
là
An.
mẹ.
Oh, bravo! Yeah, teacher. Okay, you can tell to the teacher.
Ah, who said that? I didn't
Bảo Linh,
hear.
Bảo Linh, Bảo Linh.
Bao Ling.
Yes, very clever girls.
Very clever. Okay. What is the answer, Bao Ling?
Maybe his mother.
Yes. Okay. So the answer to the puzzle is the surgeon is his mother. Okay. Feng Ling, you are still looking very puzzled. Right. I will explain this to you. Okay. So the man and his son driving in a car on the road. They have an accident. The man is killed. Okay, so far, try me. Okay, so far. So the man is killed. They take the boy to the hospital. Okay, the surgeon looks at him and says, I can't operate. He is my son. Okay, so who is the surgeon?
His mother.
Yes, okay, the surgeon is his mother. Good. All right, so congratulations, Bao Ling, for working that out. The surgeon is his mother. All right, and I tell you this little puzzle because normally when you say surgeon or doctor to someone, they always think the surgeon or the doctor is a man.
Yeah.
Okay, so the idea is that whenever you hear something, an occupation like pilot or engineer or anything like that, where you might automatically think this is a man, all right, please remember that a woman can also do these things. So this is especially important for you who are women, okay, to remember this, that not to fall into this trap. That sometimes if you are asked to identify someone from their job, okay, please don't think that because they have a job that is often or usually done by men, please don't think that it is always a man, okay, because these jobs can be done by women as well, of course, these days. Knock 2, did that make sense to you, this puzzle?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, good, good. Okay, everyone, so sorry, we are finishing a little bit late. So thank you all for coming to the class for this morning. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your weekend. Kang Ling, I hope we can hear you next weekend. Okay, I hope that you can get your microphone working. For the rest of you, I will, as I said, I will send you the mark and I will send you some comments on your speech. During the week, I will get Mrs. Ha to send them to you. Any questions before we go?
Okay.
Okay,
Có bạn nào
all
cần
right.
hỏi thì thầy không? Okay, thank you, teacher.
All right, thank you. Bao Trang, I hope I can see you next week. I hope we can get your camera working. And Bao Lin, can you please stay? All right, everyone, thank you.
Bảo Linh stay, ok.
Good day.
Khánh Linh nhớ tuần sau sẽ phải kiểm tra mic như thế nào, ok. Và Bảo Trần thì xem thế nào, camera nhớ được bật lên con nhé. Bye everyone.
Bye everyone. Bye bye.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. Bao Ling,
Bảo Linh bật camera con.
Can you turn your camera on, please?
Ba người mặt cháu đang hơi thảm đấy ạ.
Không sao đâu, kệ đi, vấn đề gì đâu.
Cháu vừa hắt xì 20 lần rồi.
Kệ nó đi, xong thấy không vấn đề gì đâu con, kệ đi, không vấn đề gì đâu. Because she's sick. She said that she looked very bad.
I guess, Bao Ling, that's why I didn't ask you to turn your camera on before.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, that's why, because you said you were sick.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bao Ling, I thought your speech, Bao Ling, was very good. Yours was the best today from the class. Okay, and it was the best because you follow the structure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you understand what you understand what I mean, Bao Ling?
Yes, I understand.
Yeah, you followed the structure. So you had a good beginning. Okay, you said, I want to tell you about, then you answered all the questions, and then you had a good ending. All right, so that was very good, Bao Ling.
Thank you.
Right, all right. So Bao Ling, I just want to check that you are still happy with the classes.
Yes.
Okay, good. Do you have any questions for me or Mrs. Ha?
No, I don't.
You don't have any questions? All right. So what we're going to be doing is after we finish the speaking, which is probably one more lesson, we're going to be going back to writing,
Yeah.
Bao-Ling, for the rest of this term or semester. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's all. I just want to check everything is okay with you, Bao-Ling.
Yeah, everything
All
is
right.
okay.
Okay, that's great. All right, Bao-Ling, I enjoy having you in the class, and I hope you get better soon. I hope you feel better soon. Yes. Have you done a test for COVID?
I don't, but I have a fever in maybe 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's the. I hadn't do the test.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, I hope you can rest, Bao-Ling. Okay, and I hope you are not feeling too sick.
Thank you.
Okay, and I will see you next week, Bao-Ling.
Okay. See you.
Okay. Bye.
Chúc em
Goodbye,
khỏe
teacher.
nhá. Okay,
Dạ,
bye bye
chào
con.
bác ạ. Goodbye,
Chào
teacher.
con. Okay.